Political reporter James O'Doherty is in Sutherland. James, this was a win not quite no one, but almost nobody saw coming.
Almost nobody saw it coming, Tom. Scott Morrison, though, was always hopeful. It does seem Scott Morrison attending church this morning, as he does on Sundays, a Horizon Church in the Sutherland Shire of Sydney in his electorate of Cook, thanking his supporters and his local campaigners and Australians for the historic victory that we saw last night.
I'm very well. I just wanted to say very quickly, thanks again to all Australians all around the country, but I particularly want to thank here in my local community here in southern Sydney, all the electors of Cook, all the great people of the Sutherland Shire and southern Sydney. They have stayed with me ever since I was first elected to Parliament here in 2007, and this is our home, and we just want to thank them very much for the privilege and opportunity to continue to serve them locally as the member for Cook, and to all those great Liberal volunteers who were out here yesterday. For the entire campaign, as I moved around the country, they were here making sure that we remained always very focused on our local community. You don't get to be a Prime Minister and serve in that capacity unless you're first a member for your local electorate. And I want to thank everybody here in my local electorate, my local team here, Julie Adams and everyone who's done such a fantastic job.
Heading into church, what are you thankful for this Sunday morning?
I give thanks to live in the greatest country in all the world. Thanks very much.
Go to the game this afternoon?
Sharkies.
James, it's not so long ago, people that should know better, like me as well, were saying, well, what's going to happen to Scott Morrison in the likely event of a loss? Now, well, he's well and truly cemented his authority in the party and probably in Liberal Party folklore for many years to come.
Surely, Tom. I mean, they're not quite at majority government yet. There's still a couple of seats in play, but majority government does look like the most likely option from here. Scott Morrison essentially winning the unwinnable election. That was the talk at the Liberal Party headquarters last night. Tony Abbott said that Scott Morrison will enter the Liberal Party pantheon. He got endorsement from John Howard as well, many other campaigners, supporters and politicians from the Conservative side of politics now heralding Scott Morrison's campaign and the win that he has delivered for the coalition against the odds, against the polls and against what most people kind of saw. And he also got endorsement from Nick Greiner as well, former New South Wales leader, for running that incredibly presidential-style campaign, emphasising the difference between himself and Bill Shorten.
It is like climbing Everest, that's what he said and what we all thought when he became leader 8 or so months ago. So I think it's one of the great wins for the Liberal Party.
For Scott Morrison today, we're not expecting many other public appearances, but as he leaves church here in Sutherland, he will be attending his beloved Sharks this afternoon, Tom, potentially hoping for a win there after his own victory last night.
Tell you what, if the Sharkies pull off a win, he will have a smile like Luna Park. James O'Doherty, thank you.